Welcome to White Regis TV Film Review and Preview. I'm Andrew Wright. Last week, the Pixar sequel Inside Out 2 was released in cinemas as a sequel to Pixar's 2015 film Inside Out. The film revolves around the personified emotions of the young girl Riley. The film stars Amy Poehler as Riley's joy emotion, trying to navigate the onset of Riley's puberty, only for new emotions to emerge and start a coup d'etat against joy and the other emotions, led by anxiety, played by Maya Hawke. The film has done really well at the box office so far, much better than anyone expected, and it's a hit with critics and audiences. People keep posting online about how much it moved them and helped them with their own family and such. I saw the film last weekend, and I wasn't as keen on it as the other critics. I did enjoy it. I thought it was quite tense at times, but it just wasn't the first film. It wasn't as fresh or innovative. It just, honestly, the first film just felt kind of bulletproof, and the second film is just sort of like, it's not the first film. I gave the film 3.5 stars out of 5. This week, the psychological horror film Immaculate was released on home video. The film stars Sydney Sweeney as a novice American nun who travels to an Italian convent to take her vows, only for her to suddenly become pregnant by immaculate conception, which leads to increasingly sinister events within the convent over the course of the 3 trimesters. So this was my first time watching the film. I have to say, I was actually really impressed. Sydney Sweeney gives an incredible performance, just quite good. And I really like the directing and cinematography, because it made everything look great and so expansive, and actually made the film look like it cost more than it actually did. And the film had such a great, creepy tension right from the beginning, so you're just sort of on that tenterhooks, which I thought was really brilliant. It did wobble in a couple of places where I just thought, okay, there's just moments where I thought, okay, this is a bit wobbly. And I definitely think it was unnecessarily gory. The same story could have worked without all the gore. It didn't need it. It was just sort of I give the film 4 stars out of 5. I actually wanted to give it 5 stars, but as I said, kind of wobbled a bit, and it was unnecessarily gory. There's actually been a lot of comparisons between Immaculate and The First Omen, which came out around the same time. I'll be reviewing The First Omen in August. I've never seen any of the Omen films, and I know it's on Disney+, but I'm just going to go into The First Omen in August with, a broad perspective, so... But yes, there's been quite a lot of comparisons drawn between the two, as they seem to be, as people saying they're very similar films. That's all I have for this week, but be sure to check back next week where I'll be previewing A Quiet Place Day 1. Now back to Gary in the studio.